is not just an engine. This is raw American power, built with one purpose: backhand index pointing right to dominate. Welcome back to Hypercar Expert, and today, you're not just watching a car. Backhand index pointing right, you're about to experience something that refuses to die. Because while the world is going electric, while everything is becoming silent, controlled, predictable, backhand index pointing right Dodge did the opposite. They built something louder, more aggressive, more dangerous. And the moment this engine starts, that deep, violent V8 rumble hits your chest like a shockwave. Not music, not noise. Backhand index pointing right, a warning. Because under that hood sits a machine that doesn't care about rules. It doesn't care about comfort. It doesn't care about efficiency. Backhand index pointing right, it only cares about power. And not just any power. We're talking about a supercharged V8, capable of producing 700, 800, backhand index pointing right, even over 1,000 horsepower. From a street car. Let that sink in. This is the kind of engine that turns ordinary roads into chaos, where traction becomes a question, and control becomes a challenge. Because the moment you touch the throttle, backhand index pointing right, it's already too late. No delay, no hesitation, just instant, brutal acceleration. And that's what makes this engine different. It doesn't build power slowly. Backhand index pointing right, it hits you all at once, like a punch you didn't see coming. And once you feel it, backhand index pointing right, you understand why this engine became a legend. Now here's where things get serious. This isn't just noise and power thrown together. This is engineering pushed to the edge. A massive supercharger, forcing air into the engine like a hurricane. Fuel systems tuned for aggression. Cooling systems built to survive extreme heat. Because at this level, backhand index pointing right, failure is not an option. Every component inside this engine is designed to handle pressure. Backhand index pointing right, insane pressure. And yet, it doesn't just survive. Backhand index pointing right, it thrives. This is the heart of machines like the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat and the insane Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170. Cars that weren't built to compete. Backhand index pointing right, they were built to intimidate. Because when this engine unleashes its full power, backhand index pointing right, nothing feels the same. And then comes the sound. Because this is where everything changes. That deep V8 roar, combined with the high-pitched scream of the supercharger, creates something addictive, something mechanical. Backhand index pointing right, something alive. You don't just hear it. Backhand index pointing right, you feel it in your bones. And no electric car, no silent machine, backhand index pointing right can ever replace that feeling. But let's be real. This engine is not for everyone. It's not practical. It's not efficient. It doesn't care about fuel economy, backhand index pointing right, and it definitely doesn't care about being subtle. This is built for people who don't want normal. People who don't want quiet. Backhand index pointing right, people who want everything. Every vibration. Every explosion. Every second of raw power. Because this isn't just driving. Backhand index pointing right, this is an experience. And that's what makes Dodge different. While others move towards silence, backhand index pointing right, they built something louder. While others chase control, backhand index pointing right, they embraced chaos. And in doing so, they created one of the last true monsters of the combustion era. So the question is, can you handle this kind of power? Or will it handle you? Because once you experience something like this, backhand index pointing right, there's no going back. Normal cars start to feel empty, quiet, boring. If you felt that, if that sound, that power, that madness, backhand index pointing right got your attention, hit that subscribe button right now. Because on Hypercar Expert, backhand index pointing right, we don't just show cars. Backhand index pointing right, we reveal machines that redefine reality. Drop a comment. Would you drive this monster? Or is this just too much power? And trust me, the next machine we're about to show you, backhand index pointing right, makes this look normal.